Hey, this is David at Unknown Origin Effects, and I get hit up pretty often about how I paint different stuff, and I use multiple different techniques. But also with the growing community of mask makers, I've thought I would make a video and help you guys, or at least show you a breakdown of the process I do to make one of our masks, which was also used in one of our award-winning costumes. Stay tuned. So here's a look at our general and basic gas mask disaster. I used it for a costume that was judged by some horror movie directors and producers, as well as some effects artists. Here is the gas mask portion being peeled away, and underneath is pretty much the basis of what we're going to be focusing on here, and we placed second with this guy. Here it is on stage where they ask us how we do it, but anyways, to the mask. So this guy we base out in a black, solid black, and we start building up layers of brown on the skull to get some depth with the color there, as well as start doing the rusting techniques on the whole mask. And then we start going over with the lighter brown and tans, and then we brush in and layer some reds along the what's going to be the real nasty part of it. Even though this is just latex based paint, it's really going to give a good layer on what we put on after. Here we start putting on some more rusting colors of orange and gold. Here's kind of a little spin around of that. And we also flex some of that tan across the whole thing just to give it a dirt grunge, and we watered it down a little bit too and sprayed it so it just had that running grime look over the whole thing. Here's a side view of it. And then next we put on a permablood, and all the cuts and wounds is throughout the mask and around the skull. There you can see the blood. I also splattered a little bit, and then I emphasized the teeth a little bit because this particular customer really wanted the teeth to set out. And then I outlined it with some black ink, airbrush detailing, and a little bit more shadowing to the nose, eyes, and cheekbone areas, just for that contrast. And this is right after putting some poses on it, and if we look real close, there's some more grime details done with like a perma grime of an orange and brown. And as far as the back hose, this is riveted on, it's riveted on, and you can see a little bit more of some of the grime details close, and also cut holes throughout the hosing so that when we run some LED wire through there, it really shows up. And really, this is pretty much it. I mean, there's multiple layers. How you do it really affects, but in this case, this mask was done by starting with the dark color black and building up in lighter colors, versus starting with a lighter color and then airbrushing dark colors on top of it. This is taken with a slightly better camera than what I have. My wife's phone does a really good job of taking photos, so you can see even in kind of a darker atmosphere, those other colors really pop. Here it is being worn, and I had to do a little photo op with my guy out front. So here's the last little video segment. Just kind of walk around, you can see the holes in the hoses, and the LED wire ran throughout, and it just looks really good. Overall, we airbrushed some permagrine on everywhere but the skull to really seal in and make those colors pop, but we wanted the skull still to look kind of matte. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, check out some of my other content. I don't have a whole lot on the YouTube page yet, but for as long as I've been doing this, I know quite a few little tips and tricks of the trade, and please like, subscribe, and feel free to check out my Facebook and Instagram at Unknown Origin Effects.